All right, so y'all are stuck in a netherworld between the material and the spiritual. Okay, and obviously the material is way more prevalent. It's what this world's all about. But there's something else out there. It's eating away at you. There's this higher level of existence, and you just don't want to be like these baby boomers. Okay? Um, and I know I'm kind of been all over the place with this, but it's just stuff that's been rattling around in my empty ass head, so just bear with me. Um, so everybody hates is hate a strong word? So am I allowed to use that word? Is that word problematic? Um, does that word, stop us from all being equal? Um, anyways, so everybody despises the boomers. But now you have some Gen X who got very rich by tricking these people. Okay, just like the Illuminati or aliens or whatever. So they're the shitbag boomers. They're the Gen Xers. But I feel like a lot of New Age like rebellion. Um, I don't even know if that's the right word, but you know, we'll just use it right now. But just the badassness that's here in the world, a lot of it is like Gen X is like the what you call it. The 60s were the bedrock of it. The 70s were a dormant stage, and then in the 80s you had the sproutlings popping up. Okay, thanks to the Gen X that didn't sell out. And you probably had some boomers, believe it or not, who didn't sell out. Oh man, they're probably the coolest people in the world. Actually, the uh, one or four or whatever boomers who didn't sell out. Um, but uh, but yeah, so you had that. That was like the beginnings of, and that's where the millennials were. They were the ones telling us, "Hey man, fuck that." Worry about your how you're gonna worry about if you're gonna be able to look yourself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Worry about if you're gonna be fulfilled spiritually. Don't just fall for their trap. Don't just do what they tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Keep your identity. So, anyways, um, so you had us millennials who are millennial males, okay, who are so fucking cool, who are actually the ones who are behind all this shit. See, they had to fuck us up. They saw us. They're like, oh damn, all y'all want to do is party, and have good vibes and shit. Fuck y'all. Housing crisis. um, and so that was kind of the beginnings of all this economic turbulence, which is so stupid at this time in in our like development as a country, and we're the leading country in the world or whatever, but we're 590 billion trillion dollars in debt, or to who I don't know, to what I don't, well I do know, but anyways, and maybe we'll get to that in this video. So us millennials, it's really all about us. Okay, y'all are stuck kind of in our world, and this is a war between us, and like MGTOW and all that kind of started with the millennials. Like there was a lot of this is like, I think the Gen Xers realized that. They realized, okay, we kind of outnumbered here, but this generation's got to be able to do it, pull it off. And even though all our women are trash, for the most part, we were able to do it. Who were inserted there, like to try to bring us down. We were able to do it. We were able to get to this point where these bitches have to freak out and beat the shit out of y'all. Okay? Out of Gen Z. Try to beat you down left and right, because if not, you're going to get to us. If not, I'm going to go viral and they will be done. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining to you what a massive amount of spiritual attacks on you have to be done. Every commercial, everything that you're seeing in this world is because of me and the people who follow this channel, and then all the people who would take this with a grain of salt, are vaguely familiar with it, or are extremely familiar with it, but are bound by oath to not talk about it. Oath of silence. But they can make movies about it. Jeez. So much being dumped on y'all. Negative psychic dump being taken on you to stop you from getting to a higher level. And the fucked up thing is, it's not even really that evil, what they're doing. It's just, they just don't understand. They can't see, the higher level to them is scary. We're evil to them. Just as evil as the people that are beneath them that don't want everybody to be equal, that just want to just kill everybody. They're also dealing with them. So yeah. So there's this huge philosophical thing going on right now. It's not going to be guns. It's philosophical. Now, let's get back to economics, because this does affect us all. Okay, as insignificant as it is to other things in life. See, economics, all right, this country used to back up every dollar with gold. Now that's not being done anymore. Okay? Basically all our money is is backed by the underworld, because there's so much gold in the underworld. And that's where all our debt is too as well, the underworld. The underworld is trying to rise up, and they're trying to drag us down. Okay? That's why all this shit, that's why gas prices are so expensive. That's why food and all this shit is so, to keep you running on that hamster wheel, not being able to look left or right, just constantly. You have to focus so much on keeping that wheel turning that you don't notice us. You don't have time for the spiritual world. You don't have clarity of mind to even be able to begin. Just keep you in this insane rat race that your parents or that the boomers were able to do. Okay? You're just not able to do this. You're not able to sacrifice your youth and your beauty and your masculinity to fit in with everybody else. You're not gonna neuter yourself because you're too high above these other people, and we all need to get along. We can't all get along if you got people like me out here. Okay, that's just I just caused too much. Nobody's getting along with me. I don't have there's no. all turmoil, all hate, all a time of disruption that we're living in right now. Why are we living in a world of disruption? They weren't living in a world of disruption before. Well, they were, but it was psyop disruption. Wars and shit. Now it's economic. It's commercials. It's real disruption. Not just hurting you along. No, this is really, they're really trying to exterminate y'all. They're really trying to get rid of y'all. That was an extermination before. It seemed like it. This is. This is being aimed at everybody. Ain't nobody getting hurted anymore. You just have to die. If you don't, you're going to be so wise. Y'all are so smart. Y'all are going to end up figuring out about me. And they'll be done. And then everybody will be on their cell phones watching my shit, which is the end of them. So they got to stop you from getting to that high of a level, keep you on a lower level. You're struggling. You want to be more. You can't. That's not the world you're living in. You have to end up living in my world. And if you live in my world, that is going to cause you extreme problems. They're going to point all their psychic, dark energy at you, at fucking you up. And it's all my fault. Sorry.